Alright guys, we have some exciting garden updates that I wanted to give you. I just came back from the school. Captain Planet is going to be working with me this summer, and they're going to be planting our garden at school. They're going to be helping with installing some irrigation and a hand washing station and planting 5 of our garden beds. The food that's grown this summer is going to be used to help feed families in need this summer. So they're going to be planting for yield, and yield will be measured in weight. But I also wanted to show you what's going on with our garden that I have in the pots at home. So let me give you an update on that. So I'm going to start with the garden that's in the grow bags. As you can see, this zucchini plant is literally growing out of its space. I'm going to have to increase the space that's in there. There are 2 plants. They're growing very nicely though. I'm very impressed with their growth. Look how big the leaves are. I'm going to put my hand next to this one leaf. Look how big that leaf is. I'm so impressed with the growth of this particular plant right here. It makes me feel good. I went and I bought a couple of okra plants from Home Depot, and I put them in here. They looked a little bit sad when I bought them. They're still looking a little bit sad. I'll be watering all of this shortly. Our Napa cabbage is looking pretty good. We have 3 that seem to be doing well. This is the broccolini. And this is the bok choy. So I don't know, that one looks like it's being eaten by some bugs. These back here are 4 tomato plants. They seem to be growing up pretty well. I'm cool with those, the way they're working. I'll be bringing a support for them to help kind of keep them supported as they grow. These right here are our beets. They're still doing okay. I'm not overly impressed with their growth yet, but I'm not disappointed either. This right here is a garden salsa pepper plant, a yellow bell pepper plant, and a lunchbox orange pepper plant. They're like sweet peppers. I also bought these from Home Depot and put these in because our seeds that I planted were not sprouting. And then right here we have our 2 leaf lettuce containers. I'll be collecting some leaf lettuce today and taking it up and using it for a salad for lunch. All right, so we still have a couple of carrots that are still doing okay down here, but not too much. There's squash and zucchini plants growing here. You can tell a big difference in these containers and those that are out front. I think these containers do not get as much sun, and that's why they're not growing quite as much. This right here was cucumbers, but I also bought a cucumber plant from Home Depot to plant in here where the tomato used to be. These are bean plants, look. Let me find, look, we got little baby green beans. They got little bitty beans in here, which is looking all kinds of cool. I'm very happy about that. Looks like we got a pest growing here, but we also have some little bitty beans growing on here. We got some little stuff growing on this one over here. You can see right, where's the camera at? Right there's little purple flowers. So I'm pretty impressed with those. We're gonna keep those going. Those are looking good. But that's the ones that are down here on the bottom. All right, here we are on the back porch. You can see I got 1 strawberry plant that's doing fairly well here. And remember, we just planted seeds. Oh, our thyme is sprouting. I don't see anything yet. Hold on, let me get down here. For the parsley. I do see some basil sprouts coming out, which is really cool. The chives. Oh, we do have a sprout for our chives. We have a sprout. I don't see anything coming up on that one. Our stevia plant has not sprouted yet either. Our giant tomato plant, I was talking to the lady, her name is Jean Young. She is going to be a volunteer that's helping to grow our school summer garden this summer. And she said what I probably need to do with this tomato plant, the reason it's not fruiting more, the reason it's not, that the fruit that's on it is not really growing more, is that it's probably not getting enough sunlight. So it's putting all of its energy into growing more leafy parts, like more leaves and stuff, to collect more sunlight. So what I'm probably going to do is aim more of the grow light bars towards this and give it more light during the day, and then see if doing that helps to improve its growing and fruiting. But we're going to try that out and see what happens with that. Now, I wanted to talk to you more about this program that Captain Planet is doing with our garden this year. It's called the Giving Garden. And what they're going to be doing is they're going to be planting, maintaining our garden, amending all the soil, doing everything this summer so that our garden can produce vegetables and fruits for families in need in the Metro Atlanta area. They are going to give us a hand washing station outside, as well as irrigation for 5 of our garden beds. I'm going to be working with them, and I'm going to plant our other garden beds as well. We're still going to do the hoop thing with nets to help keep the animals out, to see how it goes. Throughout the 12-week period of that program, anything that's collected and grown from that garden goes to local area food banks to feed the families. And then once that program is over, they're going to also give us more plants and more seeds and things that we need to continue our garden for when the students come back in the fall. So we're going to have an active working garden when you guys come back. And all of you students know, I've told you before, I've been completely honest with you. I'm not a gardener. I've never grown a garden. I don't know a whole lot about growing gardens. I put seeds out there and see what happens because I don't know any better. So this is my opportunity to learn from a master gardener. Miss Jean Young is a master gardener, which means that she has worked with other gardeners and taken classes to learn about the best way to grow things in our area. So I'm going to be learning from her all summer, and then the things that I learned from her, I'll be able to help teach you guys when we come back to school so that we can have a healthier garden. I'm very excited about this. This is going to be a really cool experience. So that's this week's update on our garden. Check back again and I'll let you know what's happening and probably bring you some video from our school garden because we're starting to plant there. And just a bonus, I left the little carrots there. 2 of our carrots grew that we had planted before school let out, like way back when. Like 2 of them actually survived. They were teeny tiny little carrots. They looked really, really funny, but that's okay. I loved them all the same. And then one of the tomato plants that was in a container pot that we had planted was still there and still alive. So we planted it in the ground too. So we can see what happens with that plant. So just know that, you know, we're making some progress here. I'll talk to you guys next week. I miss you all.